Why do we enjoy horror movies? Why do we voluntarily put ourselves through the ringer when we know full well that there is no need to? Why do we like to be scared? Hi, I'm your host. This is our channel. And today we're going to explore the dark side of human psychology, fear. You heard that right, fear. But don't worry, you won't get any jump scares in this video. Instead, we'll be exploring the reasons behind our fascination with fear. So if you're ready to dive deep into the twisted alleyways of our minds and uncover the secrets behind why we love to be terrified, then let's begin. At its core, fear is an essential survival mechanism. It's our body's natural response to danger, a fight or flight response that has kept us alive for generations. But as humans, we've taken this primal instinct and turned it into something more, something that we actively seek out. Think about it. What do horror movies, haunted houses, and roller coasters have in common? They all induce fear, and yet we willingly subject ourselves to these experiences. Why? In this video, we'll explore 3 reasons why we like to be scared. Number 1, evolution and preparedness. Humans are naturally curious creatures. We're always looking for new experiences and challenges to test our limits and push past our boundaries. But there's a fine line between seeking new experiences and courting danger. And some believe that our fascination with fear lies somewhere along that line. According to evolutionary psychology, our attraction to danger could be traced back to our prehistoric ancestors, who had to constantly be on the lookout for predators or natural disasters. Those who were more attuned to their surroundings and could respond quickly to threats were more likely to survive and pass on their genes. Over time, this natural selection led to the development of the fight or flight response, which is still present in humans today. In other words, we are biologically wired to be cautious, and our fascination with fear is simply an extension of that hardwired behavior. But the story doesn't end there. Our fascination with fear could also be linked to our desire for mastery and control. As humans, we crave a sense of agency over our lives. We want to feel like we're in charge, that we have a say in what happens to us. When we voluntarily confront our fears, like riding a roller coaster or watching a horror movie, we get to experience that sense of control. By understanding the risks and choosing to proceed anyway, we feel empowered to face whatever challenges come our way. No, 2. The exhilaration of risk. Roller coasters, bungee jumping, skydiving, they're all activities that most people would consider insane. But they draw in millions of participants every year. People willingly put themselves in harm's way, all for the thrill of it. The secret behind this behavior lies in the way our brains process risk. According to Dr. David Z. Hambrick, a psychologist and professor at Michigan State University, we tend to underestimate the likelihood of negative outcomes when we're considering risky behavior. In other words, we might think to ourselves, the chances of me getting hurt on that roller coaster are pretty low, even though statistically they might be higher than we realize. On top of that, we also tend to overestimate our ability to control outcomes. We might think if I'm careful enough, I can avoid any accidents or mishaps altogether. But again, that's not always the case. According to Dr. Hambrick, this combination of underestimating risks and overestimating our control is what leads us to seek out dangerous situations like skydiving or bungee jumping. We feel like we're in control and that any potential negative outcomes are unlikely to happen to us specifically. But the reality is that even the most well-planned activities can go wrong. And sometimes it's just our own behavior that puts us in harm's way. Take drunk driving, for example. Even though it's illegal and extremely dangerous, millions of people still do it every year. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, in 2020 alone, there were 10,497 drunk driving fatalities in the United States. That's nearly 30 deaths per day. Even though the dangers of drunk driving are well known, people still take the risk often because they underestimate the likelihood of something bad happening to them. And when it does, they're often shocked and horrified. But why do they continue to do it even after seeing the consequences? According to Dr. Hambrick, it's because once the initial shock wears off, most people simply adapt to the risk. They become accustomed to driving drunk and start to see it as a normal part of their routine. And even if they do get pulled over or cause an accident, they still don't see the real danger until it's too late. Number 3. Escapism and make-believe. Sometimes our fascination with fear can be traced back to our desire for escapism. Life can be tough, and sometimes we just want to get away from it all, even if it means facing our fears. According to clinical psychologist Dr. Elizabeth Scott, fear is one of the most basic and powerful emotions we experience. And when we confront it, it triggers a release of adrenaline, which can be addictive. That's why we might find ourselves seeking out scary movies, haunted houses, and other similar experiences. According to Dr. Scott, when we confront our fears in a safe environment like a haunted house at an amusement park, we get to experience the rush of adrenaline without actually being in danger. It is like a shot of liquid courage that gives us a break from the mundane aspects of everyday life. But it's not just about the adrenaline rush. Sometimes we're also drawn to the escapism offered by make-believe scenarios. When we watch a horror movie or visit a haunted house, we're willingly immersing ourselves in a world where anything can happen. We get to suspend our disbelief and escape from the confines of reality. For a while, according to Dr. Scott, this can be a welcome distraction from the stresses and responsibilities of real life, and it allows us to explore our emotions and reactions in a safe environment. And so there you have it, 3 reasons why we like to be scared: evolution, risk, and escapism. Our fascination with fear is a complex phenomenon that has been explored by psychologists, neuroscientists, and anthropologists for decades. And while we might never fully understand why some people are more drawn to danger than others, one thing is clear: fear is a powerful motivator that can drive us to do some pretty crazy things. But it's not all bad. According to Dr. Scott, our fascination with fear can also be a source of strength and resilience. When we confront our fears and learn to manage them, we become better equipped to handle the challenges of everyday life, and we gain a deeper appreciation for the importance of safety and caution. Plus, it is not often that you get an adrenaline rush and a good scare without having to put yourself in actual danger. So maybe there's something to be said for embracing our fascination with fear. Just remember to do it safely and responsibly. Think about it. Have you ever watched a scary movie and found yourself enjoying the fear and suspense? Or maybe you've even been on a roller coaster and felt the thrill run through you as you reach the top of the first drop. These are all examples of our fascination with fear. But there are also darker examples of this behavior, such as the people who seek out dangerous situations or activities like drunk driving or drug use. These are all ways that people try to fill the void of boredom and monotony in their lives, even if it means putting themselves in danger. The key is to find healthy and productive outlets for our fascination with fear. Things like horror movies or haunted houses allow us to experience the rush of adrenaline and the thrill of the unknown without harming ourselves or others. But now we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the psychology of fear? Do you enjoy scary movies or roller coasters? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. As always, thanks for watching.